up, ZT Nation? It's your boy Z coming back with another updated video. I'm sorry that the lighting sucks in my garage, but it's dark outside, so it's not going to do me any good to let the garage up. But if this is your first time checking out the Zig and Slim T Show, thank you and welcome to the show. So today we will be changing the oil on Betty Jean today. And the reason why I'm doing this simply because I trust Harley, but I don't trust Harley dealerships, if that makes sense. And I kind of don't trust Harley a little bit, but I'm trying to give them just the benefit of the doubt. All right, the reason why I'm changing my oil today is, for one, it's cheaper. Two, I know what I do to the bike versus what they do. And three, it's cheaper. Okay, so we will be changing the oil on Betty Jean today. And another reason why I am doing this again is because when I say I trust Harley, but I don't trust Harley, hold on guys, I'm getting a phone call. Silence my phone. Okay. But anyway, simply because, we just had our 1,000-mile service done about 2 months ago, I believe it was. Well, now I'm at over 5,000, over 5,000 to be exact, maybe 100, 200 miles or so. Well, both of us got them done at the same time. Slim T's bike, which is called Janice, she got hers done the same time I got Betty Jean done. The only problem was, we got ready to go to the couples ride, which was last weekend, and I must say it was very successful, and I hope to see you guys on the next one, which will be in February. I'm trying to give y'all some better lighting in here, which will be in February. Okay, so hope to see you guys there. But anyway, of course I check out the bikes and I do everything before we take long trips. And I pre-trip the bikes on regular trips. Well, when I got ready to check Slim T's bike, I checked her oil. There was no oil on the dipstick. No oil on the dipstick, and it just had got serviced by Harley. There's no leaking. It's not burning oil. They just didn't fill it up. So that was enough for me to say, you know what, I'm going back to changing my oil, going back to changing the oil the way I know how to do it. Because I know if I do it, it's going to be correct. Now, we also have to document this when we do it for our bikes, because Harley Davidson says they avoid your warranty over just about anything. So I'm going to document the oil change that I'm doing today for my 5,000-mile oil change. Okay, so the products I'm using today, I'm going with Lucas, the high-performance motorcycle oil for engine, transmission, and primary. This is full synthetic 20W50 and meets or exceeds API-SN, SM, SL, and SJ. All right, Jazz Mode MA-2. All right, so it takes 4 quarts for Betty Jean. So I do have that. And I also got a Fram filter, which is for my Harley. If you guys want the part numbers right there, PH6022. And I got these products from my local auto parts store, which only costed me $60. So it's only going to cost me $60 to change the oil on my Harley. I do have the filter drain right here. I've got the Harley funnel right here. And I also have my filter wrench. Okay? So I'm going to get started on this. Hopefully the lighting, I got a little light right here for a headlight. That way y'all can kind of see better. Hold on, let me put it on. Yeah, that's a little bit better. You can kind of see what I'm looking at anyway. So this is what we're working with right here, 4 quarts of Lucas 20W50 Fram oil filter, PH6022 filter wrench, filter filter drain and funnel. I got these knee pads because I don't have the best knees, so I'm gonna use those. And I got my drain pan right there. Now let me get my wrench. Don't know exactly what size it is yet, but I'm gonna get my wrench and I'll come back. 8 socket. All right, so before we get started, I want to go ahead and crank up and get the temperatures up to operating speed. I'm gonna let the garage up so I don't kill myself in here. I would hate for Slim T to come home from work and her husband is passed out. So we're gonna go ahead and crank her up. And it is ready. So we're gonna get under here. And first thing we're gonna do, see if I can get the light there. I gotta try to fix this camera where y'all can see. Same thing I see. Let's see. There's the drain plug right there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna slide this back just a little bit. And we're gonna break that drain plug. I hope y'all can see this. This kind of sucks. I really need light. Okay. I think that's better right there. There we go. Right, so we're gonna break that drain plug, which is not tight at all. Alright, GoPro, I need you to stay on. I'm gonna loosen it up till it starts dripping. Good gloves too. Let it start dripping. There it comes. I do it this way, that way it don't just gush out on me. And it's not as messy. There we go. Let that drain in there, in the pan. Yeah, it's kind of dark. Makes me wonder if they actually changed it at the 1,000 miles. It's kind of strange there. It's pretty dark for it to be from 1,000 to 5,000. Man, Harley, I'm really not trusting you guys. See how dark that oil is? So you telling me 4,000 miles, my oil is that dark? That looks like almost mud. See, that's why I like to change my own oil, service my own stuff. Because this here, I don't believe they serviced it at 1,000 miles. I paid for my bike and Slim T's bike to get it serviced at the Harley dealership. And that was, let me see, I think one was, that was about $1,200, I believe, for both of them. So we're gonna let that drain. Actually, I did it kind of backwards. I need to loosen up the that helps it drain quicker. Just don't take it out, just let it sit there. Okay. Let's see how it's draining. It's draining out, so while that's doing that, I'm going to Start on the filter. Well, I don't have 2 pans. I used to have 2 pans. So I'm gonna let this drain out till it start dripping. And then I'll move my pan over to where the filter is at. And I'll go from there. Let's see. Drain plug looks good. I got my glasses on, but it's still kind of blurry. I don't see any metal shavings or anything, so that's good. But I honestly don't believe they changed that oil. I don't believe that. That oil is too dark. Okay guys, so it is dripping now. If you can see it there, it's dripping. Drain plug is clean and has a new seal on it. So we're gonna go ahead and, oh God, I just stuck my hand right in the oil. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on. Don't drop it in the oil. Better angle. There we go. Go ahead and put that back on. You feel the resistance right there. That's all you need to do. Alright. I'm gonna wipe this off. Okay. Oil is drained out, as you can see. Now let's go over to the filter. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna we're gonna loosen up the filter first. Then we're gonna put this filter drain up under it. Then we're gonna swap out the filters. Alright, so we've got the oil filter out. And what I like to do, because every great mechanic spills oil every now and then. So I like to clean up in here. Let me clean this up first. I like to clean all around up in here. Get all the oil out. We'll just set our oil drain. So I got a little oil right there. But I didn't do too bad, so clean all the oil out from right there. And I always check up in here, because you want to make sure you didn't leave the seal from the last filter in there. And we pull out our Fram filter. And what you want to do, you can use a little bit of this oil right here, not a lot. Just go ahead and coat that filter around there. Just get a little wet. Alright. Run my fingers off. Now, I like to, you know, people say put a little oil in there. I might pour just a little bit in there. It's not going to take much of the fresh new oil that I'm actually putting on here. So what we're going to do, set that there. We're going to open up one of these. Put just a little bit in there. Probably gonna get all over everywhere. All right, and we're gonna slap this filter right up in here, and hopefully it spins on easy. Be careful not to cross thread it. Go kind of at an angle as you guys can see. So you have to go in kind of at an angle to get it in there. And I just really hand tighten mine. I don't, tight as I can get it with my hand, that's good enough. If you don't want to crank that thing down, I'm gonna go just a little bit more since my hands are kind of slick. So I'll just wipe that off. That should be good enough right there. Yep, that's good enough. Just hand tighten. And your filter is on there. Clean all that right there. Put a little shine to it. Okay, now we got the filter on. We got the drain plug in. Old oil is out. So now we want to put some fresh oil in there. So let's go around and put some fresh oil in. Now the owner's manual calls for 4 quarts of oil, so we're going to pour all 4 quarts of this oil in here. Okay, now, since we have the oil in, 4 quarts of oil, now we're gonna go ahead and check for leaks or anything like that. Check the oil. First, I'm gonna check it while it's still fresh. Before I even crank it. Okay, that is at operating level. Now let's crank it up. And you really only have to crank it for like 5 seconds just to fill up that oil filter. Okay, so nothing's leaking. Now we're gonna check the oil. Let me grab a towel. And see where the level's at now. Perfect. Right on point. And guys, that's it. That's how you complete your oil change on a Harley. Hello. All right, guys. So the moral of this story is if you are able and knowledgeable, which is real simple, to change your oil on your Harleys, man, because it's really not worth what Harley charges to do it. It's really not worth what anybody charges to do it. I mean, 60 bucks, I just changed my oil. And the primary and the transmission, I mean, I've done that before on my old bike, which that is not hard. It's still cheaper. I mean, I don't believe in paying these folks all this money when they're not actually doing the job. And once again, like I say, that's like the second or third time I've taken one of my bikes to Harley. And I'm not going to name the dealership, but I've taken my bikes to Harley's. The oil levels are never where they're supposed to be. And you done paid them $400 or $500, for them to do a job, and they actually didn't do it. So, as you guys saw, my oil was super black. So you can't make me believe that y'all changed that oil at 1,000 miles. This is the 5,000 mile change right here. And it was just really just the regular oil, the engine oil, and that oil was black. So you telling me 4,000 miles gonna turn that oil that black? You didn't change the oil. But lesson learned, I know not to do that anymore. I'm gonna continue to work on my bike, Slim T bike, and I'll just do it myself, and I'll teach her how to do it as well. This was just a tutorial and also documentation for Harley, so they won't void my warranty and say that I didn't change the oil or whatever. So Harley, here's the video. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching just a little short video. And once again, y'all, we're going to go ahead and start promoting the couples ride for February 14th, Valentine's Day. Hope to see you guys there. We're going to keep talking about it, because we want to see more of you couples there showing up and having a good time, just like we did this past weekend. All right, thank you for joining in on the show. This is the Zig and Slim T Show. I'm your boy Zig. Keep them twos on the ground. We out.